So, welcome back to Dad's Workshop. This time on the channel we're going to be looking at one of the little jobs I've done recently. A little repair job for a very good friend of mine. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this one. Do like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Yeah, I did a very interesting job for a good friend of mine a couple of weeks ago. A Weighshaft bracket off of a Garrett 4-inch traction engine. The holes for the shaft had worn, which was giving excessive play in the valve gear. So it was a case of setting up the casting, boring out the holes oversize, and then bushes were going to be made and pressed in for the shaft. Major problem to overcome was how to hold the thing. There was no flat surfaces apart from the actual saddle where the Weighshaft bracket bolts to the boiler. That had been machined. Apart from that, all the outside surfaces had draft angles on, so trying to hold it posed a problem. Sadly I didn't video a lot of it, but I've got plenty of photographs which we're going to put up. The first major problem then was how to hold it using the curved surface on the casting. Overcame this by 3D printing a packing piece that would fit in the curve. It was a 5-inch radius, 10-inch boiler, 10-inch diameter boiler. So 3D printed a packing piece that could then sit the casting on to hold it what I thought was going to be in the right place. The plan then was to bolt this to an angle plate so it could be bored vertically on the Bridgeport mill. We're putting a couple of pictures somewhere of the 3D printed packing piece, and also some pictures of how the 3D printed packing piece is used to hold the casting in place to support it, so we can actually clamp it down. So trying to set it up on the angle plate and get the technically two axes vertical, so the actual original bores are in line, proved extremely difficult. I tried several ways of doing it, several different packing pieces, but trying to get it set up vertically just proved too difficult, trying to pack it up and put it on the angle plate. So I'll put some pictures in of how I tried, but unsuccessful unfortunately to get it set up using the angle plate. Whilst using the angle plate method, I also discovered that the boring bar that I had, the longest boring bar, was too short to go through the two bores. So another problem arose there. We were going to have to either try and get hold of a longer boring bar, or what I did, I actually made a special boring bar, a longer boring bar that would go down the 1/2 inch bore, enable me to enlarge the bore it out. So we had to come up with another method. I decided to use a fixture plate, so I could clamp the casting to a fixture plate to enable me to set it horizontal in one plane on the surface plate, so I could pack it up and get it set horizontal in one plane on the surface plate. Once that was fixed, I could then put the fixture plate onto the angle plate, so we were only worrying about one axis to get vertical when it was actually on the mill, because the other one was already set up on the fixture plate. So I'll put some pictures in of the fixture plate and the setup that I use to machine the 2 bores. We do have a couple of videos of the actual boring process, or the start of the boring process. The first one we were experiencing quite a bit of chatter, so I ended up putting an adjustable parallel under the bottom bore, and with the adjustable parallel that took out the chatter, and we were able to successfully bore out the 2 bores. So another successful job completed in Dad's workshop, helping out one of my friends with their 4-inch Garrett Traction Engine. Hopefully you found this video useful. May have given you a couple of tips. There's bound to be other ways they could have been set up, and I'm sure we're going to get some comments. There's always more than one way of doing things, but this method worked for me. It was secure. We ended up with the right size bores in the right plane, and we were able to salvage the casting. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, give us a like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you again soon in Dad's workshop. Bye for now.